My name's James, and I'm here to talk to you about special education and the IEP process. Parents, if you feel like there's something wrong or your child isn't developing the way they should, you can call your school district or your child's actual school and request that an evaluation is done. If that doesn't happen, then the school itself may reach out because they have a system called Child Find, where they're required by the government to locate and identify any student with disabilities that may need an evaluation for possible special education services. So after that is done, and that's actually called a referral, the evaluation process begins. So with that, a series of tests are done, and those tests will assess the different children on many different things to try and pinpoint exactly what's going on and if there's something going on at all. So after the evaluation process, this gives us a chance to actually see, hey, if this child has a disability and it severely impacts that child's education, then we need to put a plan in place to where we can figure out exactly what's going on and see what benefits the child for the best educational reasons. So with that, the IEP team, and that is the parent of the child, the teacher of the child, the special education teacher, certain school administration like the psychologists, and probably that child's actual principal will create a plan, and we call that an IEP, an individualized educational plan, and that consists of a few things, and some of those things are a plan of the child's present levels of academic achievement and functional performance, and then a report of the annual goals for the child, a list of the special education and related services, then certain things like how much of a school day would a child be with the non-disabled kids versus the disabled kids, then certain things like that. And then after the IEP process is developed and completed, the next step is to actually implement the IEP. And with that, we'll have the help from both the parents, the students, and also the teachers. But we want to emphasize that parent and student involvement is key, because if the students don't try and put their best foot forward into actually trying and following the steps of the IEP, if the parents aren't participating in and providing an active hand in their child's education, then none of this will be for any good. The teachers are going to be required, and they will probably do this just because they in this field because of the passion. They'll go ahead and implement everything that's needed, and then they'll try their best to keep you updated on what's going on. And then from there, the last thing is we want to still keep up communication. Communication is the biggest part. So whether it's the quarterly monitoring reports or just general report cards, you want to try and keep as much data on the students as possible. Try to see any growth, any digression that's going on. And the last thing, when it comes to special education, you want to remember that all of these things require the best integrity from us as professionals. We want to make sure we keep all of our resources and all of our documentation confidential. Protect the child, because we live in a world where everyone isn't nice. And you want to look out for the well-being, the overall well-being of all of the students, and then most especially our students that really can't protect themselves or look out for themselves as best as the other ones. So once again, I'm James, and this has been Special Education and the IEP process.